Hi love, welcome back. In today's class we are making this beautiful and colorful poncho. If you are new to this channel, my name is Miss Ayi and you're most welcome, darling. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you my love, thank you darling, thank you sweethearts for always coming back to us. Let's get right into class. I'll be using these colors for my project, and it's 80-gram acrylic yarn, and I'm going to be using 10 balls. So this is how it looks like, and you need your tape measure, your scissors, stitch marker, and I'll be using a 6.5 millimeter hook. 6.5 millimeter hook, and also my intention ring. To begin with, you are going to take a measurement of the length, how tall or short you want your poncho to be, and I'm going to be working today with 30 inches for the length. Once you have your length, now let's start our work. To begin with, you are going to make your slip knots and insert your 6.5 millimeter hook inside, and you are going to make a chains that is equivalent to the length you just had. So, and this should be in a multiples of 4. So go ahead and make multiples of 4 for the length, whichever length that you want to do for. So I'll go ahead and make 92, and I'll meet you when I'm done with my 92 chains. After your multiples of 4, you are going to chain 1, making it 93. You are going to yarn over, skip 3, and in the 4th stitch you are going to make your first double crochet. And this is how to make your double crochet. The chain 3 you skipped count as a double crochet, so you now have 2 double crochet. So yarn over and make double crochet in the next stitch. So you should have 3 double crochets in each stitches. Chain 1, skip 1, and make double crochet in the next chain, and make 2 double crochets in the following 2 stitches, and you should be having 3 double crochet again. Line up, chain 1, skip 1, and make 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Make 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, chain 1, skip 1, make 3 double crochets in the next stitches until you get to the end of the row. So this is basically the pattern for row 1. I'll meet you when I'm at the end, or when I'm done with this first row. At the end of the row, this is what you should be having for row 1. At the end of the row, you are going to chain 3, turn over your work, and we are going to begin with row 2. So row 2, you are going to skip the very first double crochet row and make a double crochet in the next space, and the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so you should have 2. Make a double crochet in the next space, and now you should have 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and place 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches on top of the double crochets. Chain 1 and place 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So row 2 is the same thing as row 1. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. We will be alternating between row 2 and 3 until we are done for our project, so you should pay close attention to this. Also, I'll be switching yarn after every 2 rows, so this is how to switch your yarn, and you just have to do it at the last stitch of your double crochet, and you make sure to tighten it and chain 4. After your 4 chains, you are going to turn your work, yarn over, skip 1, the first space, and make a double crochet in the next space. Now inside the chain 1 space, the next chain 1 space, and the chain 1 space under, we are going to make a long and outstanding double crochet, and we are going to begin from the row 1 and pick it up from row 2. So this is how to do that, and you make sure you stretch it, so everything will be the same, and you're going to make a double crochet. This is how it looks like. Now make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1. You should be having something like this, chain 1, skip 1, and make a double crochet in the next space. Make a double crochet, an outstanding double crochet from row 1 and 2 inside the chain 1 space. Always make sure to pull it so your work will be equal. Make a double crochet in the next space, chain 1, skip 1, make a double crochet in the next space, in the next stitch, make an outstanding double crochet, and make a double crochet in the following stitch. So this is the pattern for row 3, and keep doing this until the end of the row, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. The rows of this work has to end just as she started. So now chain 1 and make your double crochet, skip 1, and on top of the chain 4 space you are going to make a double crochet. So you should be having something like this. At the beginning, we skipped 1, so chain 3, turn your work, and we are going to work, turn your work, and this is a repeat row for row 2. So beginning, you are going to skip that chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets on top of the 3 double crochets below. Chain 1, should have something, so chain 1, make 3 double crochets on top of the 3 double crochets, chain 1. So this is the pattern for row 4. Keep doing this. This is the even row. The even row is always going to be the same, and also the odd rows, which is the 3 double crochets with the outstanding 3 double crochets, is going to be the same thing. So at the end, you are going to chain your 1 and make your last chain 1, make your double crochet on top of the chain 4 space. You should have something like this, and cut your work. The only reason why I'm cutting and leaving strands is because I want to tie them when I'm done with the work. Row 5, I'm going to be changing my yarn to the next color. Make sure you fasten it and leave some strands behind. Chain 3, turn your work, chain 4, turn your work, and we are going to work our outstanding double crochets at the very beginning. So the very beginning, you can see 2 chain 1 spaces, and we are going to combine it and make the outstanding double crochet. Now make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, make double crochet in the next stitch, make an outstanding double crochet in the following space, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, make a double crochet in the next stitch, make an outstanding double crochet in the chain 1 spaces below, make your double crochet. So repeat this until the end of the row. So this is the same thing as row 3, so do that until the end of the row and I'll meet you at the end. So remember, we started with an outstanding double crochet, so we always end as we started. And now you are making your last double crochet in the first space of your chain 3. So you should have something like this. And yeah, next you are going to chain 3, turn your work and make double crochets, your first double crochets on top of the outstanding double crochet. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so you have 2, and make your next double crochet, chain 1 and go on each 3 double crochets on top of each 3 double crochets with double crochets and chain 1 until the end of the row. So this is basically the pattern. We have even rows, which is the same, and we have odd rows, which we have the outstanding double crochet. And also when you are making your outstanding double crochet rows, make sure however you started is how you would end. If you don't understand anything, feel free to pause the video and take it one at a time. I know this pattern can be pretty confusing, but I trust you. Yeah, this is 2023. We are doing it big, and I trust you on this. So keep pausing wherever you want to pause. If it's confusing, feel free to spend your time and watch it and get everything clear and make it to perfection. So I'll keep changing my rows and I'll let you know how many rows I did. So keep working on this. And also we are going to be making 2 panels, the front and the back, and it should all be equal. The length should be equal. So I'm going to work off camera and I'll meet you when I have all my 2 patterns and my 2 panel complete, and yeah, we would continue our poncho. 20 hours later, this is what we're having. This is complete. So I want it like this, and it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 28 29. So I made 29 rows. You can go ahead and make more rows if you wish and less rows if you don't, but the whole point of making a poncho is to make it big, right? So just go ahead and do that. And this is the first panel, and also I have my second panel ready, and the length measures, this measures about 34 inches. That is from shoulder to shoulder is 34 inches. So we are going to now tie. Remember the strands that we left, you are going to make sure you tie it to secure well. So I'm going to make some few knots on all those strands, and you can go ahead and do the same, or you can make a very pretty tassels for this part, but I would prefer to use this as tassels for my work. So go ahead and do this, and I'll meet you when I'm done. So at the end, you are going to shape it and make it equal. So just cut, put them down and make them equal. And whatever you are doing for this panel, you're going to do the same exact thing for the other panel. Now let's work on the neck. So with the neck, you're going to make your slip knots. I'm going to be using white and a 4mm hook, and I'm going to make 42 chains. But if you don't want the neck to be too high, you can consider making less rows or more rows depending on your preference. After 32 chains, I'm going to add additional 2 chains, yarn over, skip 2, and in the third space I'm going to make a half double crochet, pull through all, and work half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, you are going to chain 2, turn your work. Now we are going to be working half double crochet back loops only. So you are going to insert in the back loop only. So in each stitch, you are going to make half double crochet back loop only until the end of the row, and we are going to repeat row 2 until we have our desired length. So the neckline for me, I'm going to do 8 inches. So 8 plus 8 would be 16. So I'm going to make this long enough for 16 inches of half double crochet back loop only until I have 16 inches. So if your neckline, you are going to leave like 9 inches, you would consider making that amount. So 9 plus 2, because it has to go round the neck, meaning the front panel and the back panel. So go ahead and do this. And if you are making 7, then also you would have to make 14 inches. So go ahead and work this, and I'll meet you when I'm done making my 16 inches of half double crochet back loop only. So it's 16 inches and the sides is 8.5 inches. We are going to put our work together and make sure your wrong side is facing up. The wrong side is the side that would be inside here. You know the wrong side and the right side, right? The right side is where you would show it will be out for people to see, and the wrong side is the one that would be inside. So this is the 8 inches, and after your 8 inches, make sure the other 2 sides are measured equal. And now we are going to attach the panels together, and this is how to do it. So you are going to attach and chain 2, and we are going to be working inside the big spaces, the chain 4 spaces. You are going to put 3 double crochets since the work is in 3 double crochets, and put a single crochet in the back panel. Make 3 double crochet in the next line or the next row. Make and in the back panel you are going to make a single crochet. So this is what you should be doing: 3 double crochets and a single crochet or a slip stitch. 3 double crochet that row, and you make a single crochet or slip stitch in the back panel, but everything should be, each row should have the same thing. You don't have to skip a row, let it be aligned. So if this will be confusing, make sure you do your row the same so that you would know that which row you are working with, so you don't miss anything. So keep doing that until you get to your stitch marker space, and I'll meet you when I'm at my stitch marker space. At where your stitch marker is, you are going to take it out and chain 1 and make a single crochet or a slip stitch. So, and then attach to the next panel or to the back panel and make a slip stitch. Chain 2, cut and fasten your yarn. You can chain 1, but I always prefer to chain 2 and cut and fasten your yarn. You have to do the same thing for the other side of your work, but this time you start from the stitch marker place. You would attach your yarn, inserting all 2. You attach your yarn, chain 1 and make your first single crochet or slip stitch. And now you are going to work your 3 double crochets, single crochet, 3 double crochet. So alternate that until the end of the row, and I'll meet you when you're done. The last part of the work, we are going to be attaching the neck together, but I'm only going to do this for 3 inches. So you have to attach 3 inches together with slip stitches or single crochet, or you can decide to use your darning needle. Whichever way would be comfortable for you, you go ahead and do the same, but make sure you attach 3 inches together. So when you're done, you will chain 1 or 2, cut and fasten your yarn, and we will do the final part of our work. When you're done attaching the 3 inches together, this is what your work should be looking like. And now you would cut a long, you're going to be attaching to the neck with a white strand, but you can choose to use any strand. I prefer to use white because this is the strand I'm using for the neck, so obviously I don't want any multicolored thing, so this is just attaching it. And here too, you can choose to use your darning needle. You can go in with slip stitches or whichever way. So just put the sides, just put it on top of the neck and just attach it together. We cannot attach this by a single strand, so just place it and know exactly what to work around this, so that at the end of the day everything would be equal, the neck will be equal. So just go ahead and attach it all round until where you began, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. So at the end of the row, you cut and fasten all loose ends, and this is what you should be having. Your top is ready. If you are new here, please subscribe and tell us what you think about the video. Until we meet next week, my love, my babies, my darlings, it's bye-bye.